Welcome, everyone, to Intensity Broadcasting for coverage of the SCSRA National Series. Tonight, these Xfinity cars will be taking on Sonoma Raceway for 35 laps of racing action. I'm going to be your announcer for tonight, Atlee Atman-Leese, and I'm excited to call all the racing action here in the Golden State of California. Last week, we were at Darlington Raceway. We saw 183 laps of racing action, the longest race of the season, and we saw Jeffrey Belk get the win. He didn't lead the most laps, but he led the most important one, which was the last lap, and ended up bringing it home for DBC Sim Racing. We saw Will Witt ended up finishing second. Devin Bucciano took third. Nick Mather finished fourth, and Cody Moore rounded out your top five. The driver that led the most laps was your sixth-place finisher, Michael Rosenberger, who led 86 of the 183 laps. So after last week's race, we see Will Witt is leading the points with a 5-point lead over second-place Todd Mays. Then third, it's Devin Bucciano. Fourth is Brian Nudie. Fifth is Cody Moore. Sixth is Eddie Morris. Seventh is Michael Rosenberger. And eighth is Brian Merle Jr. Now we're paying attention to the playoffs. It's getting closer and closer and closer. And right now, Will Witt currently... So right now, the drivers that are locked in are Will Witt, Cody Moore, Colin Willems, and Jeffrey Belk. And then the rest of the drivers that are in on points are Todd Mays, Devin Bucciano, Brian Nudie, Eddie Morris, and Michael Rosenberger. Now, the drivers that are in the outside looking in, trying to get in, is Brian Merle Jr., Michael Provolt, Joe Wright, and Josh Hall. So right now, for Brian Merle Jr. to get one of the spots, he is going to need to get a lot of help. He is currently 9 points behind Michael Rosenberger. So Brian Merle Jr. going to need to have a good race tonight. We'll see what happens here. Now we look here at the team standings currently. Wagsu Racing definitely has been the most dominant team this season. They currently have had 4 wins out of 7 races. That's a pretty good percentage. Intensity Racing team currently sits in second. Neon Racing is third. Cyclone Racing fourth. And 2 Pedals, 1 Clutch currently sits in fifth right now. The Maze Mafia Racing lost 3 spots after last race, and they went to last in the team standings. Now, here's a look. We do want to thank our sponsor for tonight's event, and they sponsored the entire National Series, and that is Dev's Sports Cards. Now, Dev's Sports Cards was established in 2013 by SCSRA driver and Neon Racing team owner Devin Bucciano. Dev's Sports Cards specializes in all your sports cards and gaming cards needs, from football, baseball, and basketball cards to Pokemon. Dev's Sports Cards sells it all. On their eBay store, you can find a wide variety of items, from high-end sports cards to their weekly 99-cent starting bid 7-day auctions. Don't have time to sell your own cards? Reach out to Devin and ask about his consignment services. Simply package up your cards, ship them out, and Devin will get them listed, sold, and then you get paid. Dev Sports Cards can be found on eBay with 4,000 plus positive feedback. You can also find Dev Sports Cards on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Dev Sports Cards is a proud sponsor of the SCSRA series and Intensity Broadcasting. So go support somebody who supports our hobby, and go buy some sports cards or gaming cards from Dev Sports Cards. Again, you can find them on eBay, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So here we go. Qualifying underway here at Sonoma. And here we go. We're going to watch everybody qualify here. Here is Michael Provolt in the 95 machine. He's from California. So, maybe he should be good here. Got Cody Moore in the 52. Getting ready to, right now, in his out lap. Getting up to speed here. Cody Moore has the most wins this season with 2 to his name. There's Michael Rosenberger in the 3. Led the most laps last week at Darlington, but couldn't bring home the win. Rosenberger looking for his first win tonight. Has 2 top 5s this season but hasn't been able to bring it home. There's Jeffrey Belk, last week's winner, getting ready to start his first lap. Belk led 14 of the 183 laps last week at Darlington, bringing home his first win of the season and the first win for DBC Sim Racing. There's Cody Moore on his first lap. One of the 2 road course ringers in this league. If there's one driver who is the favorite, it is this number 52 machine. He won the only road course race so far this season at the Charlotte Roval. He got wins at road courses last season in both the trucks and the Xfinities. But the other driver that we need to keep our eye out on here tonight is Brian Nudie in the 40 machine. Brian Nudie is from this area. He has driven on Sonoma Raceway before in real life, and he is always one to watch out for here at these road courses. He is definitely going to be another threat tonight, and he just completed his first lap with a 1 minute 18 second 3/10. See Michael Provolt second, 1 minute 19, and there we go. We see Eddie Morris is second now, 1 minute 19 0/10. Eddie Morris recently has proved himself to be a real championship contender. These last few races, Morris has been competing at a high level, and I've heard that it's because he got new pedals. Who knows? New pedals could definitely make a difference for driver performance. Right now, Eddie Morris is 7/10 off of Brian Nudie. Speaking of Eddie Morris, there he is right now in that 8 Morris Customs machine, heading through the S's. There's Rosenberger in that 3 machine. Oh, he gets loose there. That is going to ruin his second lap. Here's Eddie Morris, coming through one of the trickiest parts of that track. Josh Hall in the 81. On track, we see Michael Provolt just completed his second lap time. Michael Provolt has not gotten a single top 5 this season. He is looking to change that here tonight. Josh Hall slowing down. He currently sits in 10th. Eli Raposa in the 46 on track right now. Raposa has not gotten a single top 10 this season, has been very, very unlucky, has gotten into a lot of incidents, just has not had the season that he wanted. He could turn that around here tonight at Sonoma. Dave Wright in the 84. Watch out for him. He's got 3 top 10s this season, but not a single top 5. Dave looking to change that here tonight. There's Derek Chaput in the 37 machine. He does not have a single top 10. Rough season for that 37 machine. Looking to change that here tonight. Do want to say that we do have one driver missing tonight, and that is Sylvain Seguin, one of the admins of this league. His power is currently out. So hopefully we can get Sylvain with his power back. He does a lot for this league, does the points, a lot of other stuff behind the scenes. So shout out to admin Sylvain Seguin and all the admin team, Michael Provolt, Eddie Morse, Brian Nudie, all they do for this league. They do a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that you don't normally see on the broadcast. So shout out to all of the admin team here with the SCSRA. Cody Moore ran a 1 minute 18 second 06, which will put him pretty much, it came down to the thousandth of a second to determine who was going to be ahead, Nudie or Moore, and looks like they gave it to Nudie. We see Zachary Cox in the 51. We see a lot of drivers still running their throwbacks from last week at Darlington. So no, this is not the official throwback race. It's just some drivers forgot to change their paint schemes back. Dave Wright in the 84. There's Todd Mays in the 9 machine. Todd Mays has had a fantastic season. Definitely proving that he is a championship contender. Although he hasn't gotten a single win this season, he certainly has been consistent, finishing in the top 10 in 6 of the 7 races so far this season. So keep your eye out for Todd Mays. Here's Dave Wright heading through probably the trickiest part of the track. There's Zachary Cox in the 51. Cox has 1 win this season, but because he has only participated in 4 of the 7 races, he's missed 3, he is not eligible for the playoffs. So although Cox does have a win this season, he will not be able to make the playoffs. Same thing goes for Nicholas Trader. Trader has 1 win this season, but is not eligible for the playoffs just because he hasn't competed in all the necessary races. Mick Olofsson on Facebook says, "Let's go, Will Witt." Will Witt right now is sitting 7th on the board. He ran a 1 minute 19 second .83. He's about 1.8 seconds off a leader Brian Nudie. But right now, I think the 2 favorites, the 2 names that we're going to be saying the most tonight, it is Brian Nudie and Cody Moore. Those 2 are a second ahead of the rest of the field. At road courses, whenever this series comes to road courses, those 2 always seem to have it figured out. Brian Nudie does have a little bit of home field advantage, I guess. He's from this area, and I believe he's raced at Sonoma in real life before. And there we go. Qualifying is wrapping up. Brian Nudie starting on the pole for tonight's feature event. Let's take a look here at the starting lineup. Starting on the pole with a 1 minute 18 second lap time, it's YXU Racing's Brian Nudie. Outside of him, it's his YXU teammate, Cody Moore in the 52. 3rd is Eddie Morris. 4th is Joe Wright, representing Team Intensity Broadcasting. And rounding out your top 5, it's DBC Sim Racing's Michael Rosenberger in the 3. Then in 6th, it's Neon Racing's Devin Butchino in the 68. 7th is YXU Racing's Will Witt in the 35. 8th is 2 Pedals 1 Clutches Michael Provolt. 9th is DBC Sim Racing's Jeffrey Belk in the 54. And last week's winner, rounding out your top 10, it's YXU Racing's Colin Willems in the 17. 11th is Intensity Racing Team's Logan Hagerman in the 7. and he won yesterday's race in the SCSRA Truck Series. 12th, we have Josh Hall, Tennessee Broadcasting Zone. 13th is in Tennessee Broadcasting Zone, Dave Wright. 14th is the Mays Mafia's Todd Mays, and then running at your top 15, it is 2 pedals, 1 clutches, Zachary Cox. Then in 16th, Neon Racing's Derek Chaput. 17th is Richard Knight. 18th is SCSRA's Michael Lawrence. 19th is Dirtbag Racing's Eli Raposa in the 46. 20th is DBC Sim Racing's David Hartney. And then last but not least, it's Brandon White. And also at the last minute, Blake Hensley grids for tonight's event. Whether he will be participating, I'm not sure. Mick Olafson on Facebook says Cody cheats. LOL. I don't know. Should we throw an investigation up on him? See what he's cheating? Nah, but in all seriousness, Cody Moore definitely one of the most skilled drivers in the field. Road courses definitely take a lot of skills. Road course races aren't given to you, so Cody Moore, definitely one of the best drivers in the field. Definitely one of the most skilled drivers. He actually just got to A in road courses, so shout out to Cody Moore. Not everybody can be successful in road course racing. I know me personally, I'm not very good at road course racing. Takes a certain driver to be skilled at that kind of discipline, so it's fixed setup. Nicholas says yes he is. Well, he might have done what Eddie Morris did and got new pedals. Eddie Morris, first part of the season, was running about mid-pack, but now he's in the top 3, top 5 every race, and he says it is because of new pedals. So maybe we should be investigating Eddie Morris. Just kidding, love you, Eddie. Good luck tonight. I mean, I do think if you have good quality pedals, it can definitely make a difference for sure. So here we go, coming to the green flag, the safety car getting ready to come in. Yeah, I've talked to Cody a lot. He's definitely a nice... I've interviewed him a lot just because of how successful he is in this series. He's a nice dude. Shout out to Cody Moore. Good luck tonight. Shout out to the entire field. This should be a good race. Patience going to be key here tonight. Brian Nudie starting first. Cody Moore starting second. Behind them, it's Intensity Racing Team teammates Eddie Morris, Joe Wright. Green flag is out here at Sonoma, and here we go, side by side between Brian Nudie, Cody Moore as we head into 1 and 2. We see Brian Nudie able to get clear, but Cody Moore staying right on the back bumper of that 40 machine. Almost got into him there. We see Eddie Morris trying to get up there to your top 2, trying to get by Cody Moore. We see Will Witt looking, he was looking low under Joe Wright, but gets into the grass. That is going to slow him down. Will Witt falls to 8th after trying to make a pass for 5th. Devin Bucciano looking to the inside of Joe Wright as we head here through the corner. Joe still with the nose, though, and he is able to get back clear of Bucciano, but Bucciano staying right on the back bumper of that 82 machine. Jeffrey Belk trying to reel in Devin Bucciano for this 6th place spot. Belk looking to try to get 2 wins in a row here in the SCSRA National Series. And there we go. First lap has been completed, and Brian Nudie will lead this thing, but we saw Cody Moore got a great run off that final corner. Saw a car crash. Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence has crashed. Blake Hensley went off track. So it looks like Blake Hensley will be racing here tonight. I know I didn't mention his name in the starting lineup just because he joined at the last second. He has fallen a lap down just because he missed the start. And right now, field getting spread out. Brian Newty currently with a 6/10 lead over second place Cody Moore. We see cars around. That's Todd Mays, Zachary Cox. Eli Raposa looking low under Derek Chaput. He is going to take that 17th place spot. Look at that. DBC Sim Racing's made it big time. They've got their own Facebook page now. Shout out to DBC Sim Racing for liking the stream. Good luck to all their drivers tonight. And Cody Moore, don't look now. He's looking under Brian Newty for this first place spot. Last time by, he ran the fastest lap time of the race with a 10th faster than Brian Newty. Watch out for Cody Moore. These two are definitely going to be going at it all throughout tonight's event. Definitely the two best road course racers in this league. This would be like if two of the smartest people in the world had a trivia competition. Cody Moore right now trying to set up the pass on Brian Newty. This is definitely where Moore is getting a good run on Newty. This section, he is able to get under him. Not quite. We see Newty able to get back clear. He's looking low coming off the final corner. Maybe trying to set something up here for turn number 1. Now, just to let everybody know, there will not be a halfway caution. This race will stay green the entire time. So that means that we will not get an opportunity to do the Marco's Pizza Wreckage Rewind, but shout out to Mark Shavers and Marco's Pizza for all their support of Intensity Broadcasting. Even though we won't get to show the Wreckage Rewind tonight, we still want to thank them. So again, thank you to Marco's Pizza, thank you to Mark Shavers for all their support. Last time by, Brian Newty ran the fastest lap time of the entire race for everybody with an 1 minute 18.45. But Cody Moore right on the back bumper. Brian Newty certainly giving him some pressure. And also these drivers will have to make at least one green flag pit stop. So already, I'm sure all the teams are discussing pit strategy when they're going to come in. Excited to see how all of that will play out. We see Jeffrey Belt trying to get by Devin Butchino for this 6th place spot. Belt, last week's winner, looking to try to make it 2 in a row here tonight. Now, the key tonight is definitely going to be patience. Patience, patience, patience. It is definitely key. It's a long race. A lot can happen in 35 laps, and you're like, oh, 35 laps isn't that much for a road course. It is. It's 70 miles. So, long race for these drivers. Just got to be patient. Don't make any moves early on that has potential of wrecking yourself out of this race. I think a lot of drivers early on here are going to be very, very cautious. We're going to see a lot of give and take. If somebody gets under you and if they're faster, just let them by. I don't think we're going to see any drivers fighting with each other too hard for a position. And another key here in road courses is hit your marks. It doesn't matter how slow you are, as long as you hit your marks and keep going straight, you definitely won't finish last. I mean, say you're the slowest driver on track, you still definitely have a chance to not finish last, just because as long as you hit your marks and, keep that car straight, those who are pushing it and spinning and wrecking, you're going to just be able to pass them and go right by them. So for some of these drivers that are not fast here tonight, or a little bit off pace, drivers like Blake Kinsley, Eli Raposa, Zachary Cox, Michael Lawrence, Todd Mays, the thing is, as long as they hit their marks, and as long as they keep going straight, don't spin out, anything like that, they can get positions and they can pass those drivers that are pushing it early on and spinning early on. Yeah, Brian Nudi currently with a 1.8 second lead over second place Cody Moore. At one point, Cody Moore was looking low under Brian Nudi for the lead, but he has since stretched that gap. I don't know if everybody is right now in tire saving mode. See, AFR 34 on YouTube says, I made it in time. Welcome to the stream, Avery. Thanks for tuning in to watch tonight's event. Doing some road course racing here tonight. Turning right and left. I've never been very, very good at road course racing, but I always try to do that strategy where I mentioned, where I just, no matter how slow I am, I feel like as long as I hit my marks, I'll still gain positions, just because drivers are going to be spinning out and pushing it. And I think for any young racers that are going up to the sport, I recommend, run road course racing, because it's definitely the future. Last year, NASCAR had 7 road course races on their schedule. So that shows just how invested auto racing is into the road racing. I know IndyCar is starting to add more and more road races to their schedule. They're definitely fun races to watch. See Will Witt trying to get by Jeffrey Belk here for this 7th place spot. Don't look now, but Cody Moore starting to reel back in Brian Nudi for this 1st place spot. I know Brian Nudi at one point had a 1.8 second lead over 2nd place Cody Moore. That lead has since dissolved. We saw Cody Moore push up a little bit there, coming off the corner, so that slows him up a little bit. We see Jeffrey Belk trying to reel in Devin Bucchino for this 6th place spot. Mick Olofsson says, Will's got a sexy car. Let's see. Let's take a look at it. Well, of course it is, because it was done by Falcon Graphics. Those of you who don't know, that's Mick Olofsson's graphics company. Do a great job. If you're in the market for a paint scheme, make sure to check them out. Yeah, I like that. The white, red, and black have always gone so well together. The Verizon colors. I like to call it. That's what I associate it with. Always goes so good on a race car. Oh, and the numbers. I just noticed the numbers. Love the silver numbers. So we are 10 laps through this 35 lap race. Make sure to go check out IntensityBroadcasting.com, where you can find merch from your favorite broadcaster and all the amazing leagues that we broadcast. Make sure to go especially check out the SCSRA collection, where you can go pick up SCSRA bubble-free stickers. These stickers are printed on durable, high-opacity adhesive vinyl, which makes them perfect for regular use as well as for covering other stickers or paint. The high-quality vinyl ensures that there are no bubbles when applying the stickers. They come in 3 different sizes, perfect for putting on your personal vehicle or your race car. There's also SCSRA photo paper posters, which are partly glossy, partly matte finish posters, and it'll add a touch of sophistication to any room. Put it in your bedroom, put it in your office. And you can also go pick up an SCSRA t-shirt, which comes in 5 colors: black, navy, red, sport gray, and white, in sizes small to 5XL. These 100% cotton heavyweight t-shirts will help you land a more structured look. It sits nicely, maintains sharp lines around the edges, and goes perfectly with layered streetwear outfits. Plus, it's extra trendy. So go be trendy and pick up an SCSRA t-shirt. You'll be the coolest person at work or school. And we also just unveiled a new design as well, Cautions Breed Caution shirt. You've heard the phrase before. Come in 1 color, black, extra small to 5XL, and this shirt is everything you've dreamed of. It takes a popular racing phrase and we put it on a t-shirt, and it's soft, lightweight, right amount of stretch, comfortable, and flattering for all. We see Mick Olofsson says the Intensity Broadcasting shirts are very high quality. Yes, I agree with you. I have one myself, and they're so comfortable. I think it's just because of that 100% cotton. They're really stretchy, really durable. I could definitely wear it under my racing suit, and I would still be cool. They're breathable. See, AFR34_34 on YouTube says, got some of those and I don't see any bubbles. Yeah, I know one of the biggest pain in the butts with stickers is having to pop all those bubbles and take the bubbles out. But the Intensity Broadcasting stickers and the SCSRA stickers and all the stickers that we have on our website have been tried and tested, and they don't have any bubbles, which is always nice to see. So if you're looking for high quality stickers, before 31st, haven't gotten the shirt yet. That's a soon upgrade. Yeah, you gotta go check out the shirts. They're very, very comfortable. They're breathable. They're stretchable. Perfect for, I don't know, I mean, perfect for at the racetrack. I mean, if you're moving around and working at the racetrack, working on the car, then it's perfect. I know I've worn not necessarily the Intensity Broadcasting shirt, but I've worn the same material for an Atlee Weiss Racing shirt under my racing suit. And they're very, very comfortable. I wasn't hot. I wasn't sweaty wearing it under my racing suit. I mean, of course I was. I was driving a race car, but still, it kept me pretty cool. They do kind of have a cooling effect a little bit. So, enough about IntensityBroadcasting.com. Just make sure to go check it out. Pick up some merchandise. Back to the racing action. We see Cody Morris caught Brian Newty for this first place spot. He's looking high, looking low, trying to set up the pass. We see Brian Newty extending that gap a little bit over the two, or over second place Cody Moore. We'll see what he can do though. There we see they go by lap car Eli Raposa. It looks like the field has started to catch some lap cars. Remember, field is going to have to make at least one green flag pit stop tonight. So now all the teams are coordinating with each other, trying to determine, you know, when everybody's going to come in. And there we go, we see Cody Moore looking low under Brian Newty. Will we see the crossover move from Brian Newty? He's able to get back under Cody Moore. Let's watch that there. That was wild. I don't know if maybe Cody Moore felt bad and gave him the position back. Wow. He drifted that thing through the corner. I think what happened here was we saw Brian Newty was starting to brake and Cody Moore had a different braking zone. So he slammed on the brakes, turned to the right to try to avoid hitting Newty, and he ended up cutting the course a little bit. So I think he did the respectful thing and gave the position back to Newty. Or iRacing might have given him a penalty and he had to slow down. If you do cut the course sometimes on iRacing, you have to come in and serve a penalty. Yeah, that was a bit like a dirt track slide job. Drivers still thinking they're at Eldora, which is where we were at 2 weeks ago in this series. Will Witt got the win. Definitely the best dirt driver in the field. Surprised we didn't see Will Witt do that. He might have for tonight's event. We just haven't seen it. We continue to watch this battle for first between Brian Newty and Cody Moore. Two of the fastest drivers in the field going at it. Whenever I see there's a road course schedule, I'm like, oh, it's either going to be Brian Newty or Cody Moore. You would have to have a very, very clever, very, very unique pit strategy to be able to beat Newty or Cody Moore tonight. I know we've been watching first and second for most of tonight's event, but I've got to shout out all the other drivers in the field. We see Michael Rosenberger currently running in third, Eddie Morris running in fourth, and Joe Wright currently runs in fifth. Michael Lawrence coming in. Getting some fresh Goodyear tires, some fuel. I believe after these drivers come in, they should be good for the rest of the race. I don't know. It'll be close. Looks like Cody Moore was able to get by Brian Newty. We'll watch this pass here. Great move there coming into the final corner. Side by side, able to get clear from him as we head into 1 and 2. So Cody Moore to the lead for the first time in tonight's event. And he's extending that gap over Brian Newty right now. He's actually currently running about a second faster than Newty at the moment. He is currently the fastest driver on track. Right now we have a battle for 7th going on between Jeffrey Belk and Devin Butchino. Looks like the pit stop that Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence made was unscheduled. Or at least this one is. Oh no, what happened to him? Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence looking like a modified right now. Looks like he has crashed. We'll watch what happened. Oh, just gets loose. Oh, hits the tires. That is unfortunate there. And green flag pit stops have begun. Brian Nudie, first driver to come in. Looks like he is trying the short pit strategy. Cody Moore will stay in the lead. Will Witt trying to reel in Joe Wright for the 5th place spot. Witt trying to get a top 5 here tonight. We see Devin Butchino coming in. Do think we'll see a lot of YXU racing come in here. Will Witt, Colin Willems. Looks like Brian Nudie comes out of the pits in 7th. Logan Hagerman coming in as well. So that will leave 6 drivers that still need to come in. Jeffrey Belk, Will Witt, Joe Wright, Eddie Morris, Michael Rosenberger, Cody Moore will be keeping an eye out on all of them. Cody Moore coming in this time by. Wow, that pit road is tricky. I would definitely need to practice entering it a couple of times. So with the leader coming in, I don't know if we'll see anybody follow him. Or we might see some drivers do the strategy where you do the opposite of what the leader does. If Cody comes in, you stay out. Joe Wright coming in. So now Michael Rosenberger will inherit the lead from Cody Moore. We are currently halfway through this event, 34 miles to go. Colin Willems comes in. Looks like he's coming in with his YXU teammate, Cody Moore. So Michael Rosenberger, how long is he willing to stay out? We still have 4 drivers that need to pit. Michael Rosenberger, Eddie Morris, Will Witt, and Jeffrey Belk. Will Rosenberger come in this time by? We will see. No, he does not. He continues to stay out. Right now, Michael Rosenberger, fastest driver on track right now. Michael Rosenberger led the most amount of laps last week at Darlington, leading 86 of the 183 laps. Looking to try to carry on that success to Sonoma here tonight. See Michael Provolt reeling in Richard Knight for this 10th place spot. Provolt has fresh tires. Richard Knight does not. Cody Moore looking to get by Jeffrey Belk for this 4th place spot as they go heading through the S's. Cody Moore, currently first driver with fresh tires. Will Witt comes in now. The last of the Wax U Racing drivers to make a pit stop. Jeffrey Belk will follow behind him. And then there were two drivers still need to come in. Michael Rosenberger and Eddie Morris. See, Nico G on YouTube says Cody Moore for the win. Cody Moore definitely one of the two favorites of tonight's event. Whenever I say there's a road course schedule, I always think, oh, it's either going to be him or Brian Nudie. Cody Moore started off the race not leading. Brian Nudie led the first little portion of the race, but recently you saw Cody Moore was able to get by Nudie and has since taken the lead. Brian Nudie 5/10 behind him, though, looking to try to take back that third place spot. There's Nico Rosenberger continuing to stay out here at Sonoma. Him and Eddie Morris still need to make a green flag pit stop. Again, there will be no halfway caution. In fact, we're already past halfway here. So the field won't be able to get back bunched up. And Cody Moore just ran the fastest lap time of the race so far with 1 minute, 18 seconds, 3/10. So Cody Moore, definitely the fastest he has been all race long. Definitely got to take advantage of that speed and get back up there to that first place spot. See Todd Mays coming in. Todd Mays, fantastic season for that 9 machine. He has finished in the top 10 in 6 of the 7 races so far this season. Looking to try to continue that trend here tonight. Joe Wright just ran his personal best lap time with a 1 minute, 19 seconds, 6/10. Joe Wright has had a top 5 car all race long. Good to see he's performing well. I know at the Charlotte Roval he struggled there. But Charlotte Roval, Sonoma, very, very different. Yeah, I know they're both road courses, but one is a Roval that has 2 distinct sections, while Sonoma is just a full-on road course. Michael Rosenberger continues to stay out. Remember, folks, make sure to share the stream on Facebook and like the stream on YouTube, as it helps with the algorithm and helps expose us to more people, gives exposure to the league, the sponsors, the drivers, and it's greatly appreciated. It's free, so make sure to like the stream. And I just saw a car hit the tire barrier there. That is not good. That is Dave Wright. He continues to struggle here tonight. So right now, pretty much every driver who was on the lead lap is separated by a second or more. Ooh, Colin Williams crashes. So far this season, here's a look at the leaders for all the different kinds of statistics. Cody Moore has the most wins this season with 2. He won at the Charlotte Roval and Martinsville. So far, every single race we have had a different pole winner. And with Brian Nudie starting on the pole in tonight's event, that streak will continue. Most top fives, it is a tie between Devin Bucciano and Brian Nudie. Those two have finished in the top 5 and 4 of the 7 races. Looks like that streak may continue for Brian Nudie. Not sure about Devin Bucciano. Most top 10s this season, Todd Mays. That 9 machine has definitely been consistent, although he doesn't have a win this season. He's definitely been consistent, has been able to avoid wrecks, and has kept it clean. Most incidents. That is going to go to Dave Wright. Rough season for him. Just has had bad luck, has gotten into wreck after wreck. And he has had 120 incident points this season, an average of 14.57, or excuse me, 20, an average of 20 per race. The key tonight, and I like watching this statistic, is who has the most off-track penalties. And off-track is when your tires touch the grass or get into a zone that your car shouldn't be in. And right now, the best drivers, oh, look at this, Eddie Moore's coming in now. Second to last driver that needs to make a green flag pit stop. That last driver is your leader, Michael Rosenberger. How much longer is he willing to stay out? That is the question. When he comes in, he will have a big advantage compared to the rest of the field, and that is he will have the freshest tires of the entire field. And Rosenberger has had a fast Xfinity car all race long. We've got 10 laps to go here at Sonoma. Rosenberger continues to stay out. How much longer is that number 3 willing to stay out? So far, your top 3 are the 3 leaders that we have seen in tonight's event. Cody Moore, Brian Nudie, and Michael Rosenberger. Cody Moore reeling in Michael Rosenberger about 1 second a lap. He should be catching him pretty soon. And Michael Rosenberger, the last driver to pit, he is coming in. So this will give the lead back to Cody Moore. And this will be the end of the pit cycle. So that will put Brian Nudie in second. And question is, will Rosenberger be able to make it off of pit road before Joe Wright? If so, Rosenberger will stay in third. So now here we go. The battle is on. 8 laps to go. Who will win? Cody Moore or Brian Nudie? We're actually going to pump up the intensity here and turn up the volume here. You'll get to see the sights and hear the sounds of the racetrack here we go. There you have it. That'll do it for Pump Up the Intensity. Hopefully you enjoyed us turning up the volume. But we take a look back now to the racing action. Cody Moore currently with a 5-second lead over second place Brian Nudi. We do want to thank one more time series sponsor Dev Sports Cards for all their support of the league. Dev Sports Cards was established in 2013 by SCSRA driver and Neon Racing team owner Devin Butchino. Dev Sports Cards specializes in all your sports cards and gaming cards needs, from football, baseball, and basketball cards to Pokemon. Dev Sports Cards sells it all. On their eBay store, you can find a wide variety of items, from high-end sports cards to their weekly 99-cent starting bid 7-day auctions. Don't have time to sell your own cards? Reach out to Devin and ask about his consignment services. Simply package them up, ship them out, and Devin will get them listed, sold, and then you get paid. Dev Sports Cards can be found on eBay with 4,000 plus positive feedback. You can also find Dev Sports Cards on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And Dev Sports Cards is a proud sponsor of the SCSRA series and Intensity Broadcasting. We see Joe Wright trying to reel in Will Witt for this 4th place spot. Last time by, Witt a little bit faster. This time by, we will be coming to 5 laps to go. This race has certainly flown by. So here we go, as Cody Moore crosses the start-finish line. 5 laps to go here at Sonoma. Cody Moore, ever since taking the lead from Brian Nudi early on, has absolutely dominated tonight's event. Really, really fast. And we've really come to expect this from Cody Moore whenever we come to a road course. If he wins tonight, he will be 2 for 2 for road course racing this season. And this is the last road course of the season. So from here on out, we will only have intermediate and short tracks. No super speedways either. We see Jeffrey Belk trying to get back by Devin Bucchino for this 6th place spot. Looking high, looking low, trying to set up the pass. Looks like he's going to try to set something up here. Looking to the outside. He falls off Devin a little bit there. We see Eddie Morris also trying to get by Jeffrey Belk for the 7th place spot. Morris at one point was running in the top 5, but after green flag pit stops, kind of fell out a little bit. Hopefully he can finish this race off with a good run. Dave Wright. Another wreck for him. Look at that. He's looking like a modified right now. Three laps to go now for Cody Moore. It's looking pretty good. He's got a 8-second lead over 2nd place Brian Newty. Just has to hit his marks, and he should be able to get the victory. And that's always the key here at these road courses, is being consistent or hitting your marks. Like I said earlier in the broadcast, if you can hit your marks, keep your car straight, have little to no mistakes, it doesn't matter how slow you'll be. You'll still be able to pass people and gain positions, because some people are going to be spinning and getting loose and pushing it, and that's going to cost them positions. That's going to cost them spots. So some good drivers that have been able to do stuff like that is, for example, David Hartney. Hartney started tonight's event in 20th. But he has been able to keep it clean. Doesn't have a single off-track penalty. And he's just been able to keep it clean. And has worked his way up now to the 9th place spot. Looking to have a good top 10 run tonight. So shout out to David Hartney. He has done exactly what you need to do at these road courses. Be consistent and hit your marks. And again, doesn't matter how slow you are. His best lap time is 2 seconds off of Cody Moore's. But he has hit his marks. He's kept the car straight, and that's definitely the key here at these road courses. Shout out to David Hartney. He's the hard charger of the race. And final lap as Cody Moore crosses the line. He's got 8 seconds between him and 2nd place Brian Newty. Cody Moore has gotten 2 wins this season, 1 at the Charlotte Roval, 1 at Martinsville, and we are about to make that number 3 here tonight at Sonoma. The SCSRA Road Course Ringer. Definitely one of the 2 names that we thought was going to perform well here tonight. Brian Newty looks like is going to finish 2nd. Also had a great race tonight, just couldn't bring it home. Michael Rosenberger, if he can hang on to it, he will finish 3rd. Cody Moore already locked into the playoffs. but this will just give him another win. Coming out of the final corner, Cody Moore will win the race here at Sonoma Raceway. Brian Nudi crosses the line in second. We're watching Michael Rosenberger in the 3 machine. Currently has a 6-second gap between him and Will Witt. Coming into the final corner, Rosenberger finishes third. We've got a great battle for fourth, side by side. Joe Wright, Will Witt. Joe Wright, oh, he tags the inside wall into the, oh, wow. What a finish there. Joe Wright crosses the line in fifth. UFL broadcaster says, let's go more. Great race for Cody Moore. He ended up finishing with the fastest lap time of the race. 1 minute, 18 seconds, and 3/10. Another great performance for YXU. 3 out of the 5 in the top 5 were YXU Racing drivers. Cody Moore first, Brian Nudi second, Will Witt fourth. AFR34 _ 34 says, congrats Moore. Well-deserved victory for that 52 machine. Had a great race tonight. And I believe we should see him burn it down here. There we go. Cody Moore burning it down here at Sonoma. What a burnout for that 52 machine. Definitely has been practicing this burnout. There we go. We got third place finisher Michael Rosenberger in the waiting room. So we'll go ahead and pull him in. The man from Deep Creek Lake, Maryland. Let's talk to him. Michael, this is Atlee. I forgot. Michael, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy, Atlee. Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you loud and clear. Great race tonight. I know you started in that top 5 spot and you ran in the top 3 for a lot of tonight's event. You actually led some laps during green flag pit stops, but we saw more. Nudie were able to get back by you. Had a good, clean race where hit your marks, were consistent, and that's definitely the key here at these road courses. What was your take on tonight's event?
Oh man, you must have missed where I stuffed the wall in that hairpin before the finish. I was lucky to kind of drive away after that one. I don't know what lap that was. I was like maybe halfway through the race. I went to check one of my black boxes and just stuffed it in the wall on that hairpin. But if I would have stayed with them, I probably would have stuck to the same strategy and only gone with fuel and tried to stay ahead. I didn't take tires at all when I pitted, and I'm glad there wasn't 40 laps because 35 I was about toast.
Now, I know the key definitely here at these road courses is hitting your marks. I mean, is Sonoma one of the more difficult road courses on the platform?
Yeah, I would say so. There's a lot of elevation change in this course, and a lot of the elevation change is on the turns. And it gets really tricky under braking coming down the hill, going back up it, those S turns, the chicanes, everything. It's touchy. This course is definitely touchy out of the road courses.
Now, before we let you go, is there any sponsors or shout-outs?
Yeah, I just want to thank my teammates, DBC Clothing, David Hartney, Eli, Wes, Jeffrey Belk, Steve Ayers Paints, PigglyGear.com. You guys up in the booth, love watching the broadcast. Canudi, all the admins that keep making this happen. It's a fun league.
Awesome. Well, again, congratulations on the top 3 finish here tonight. Have a great rest of your night, Michael.
Ellie, thanks. You too, man.
Yep, thank you. All right, let's now pull in your second place finisher from Santa Rosa, California, Brian Nudie. Brian, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got you, buddy.
Awesome. Well, great race for you tonight. I know you started on the pole and you led the first half of the race, and I knew coming in tonight it was either going to be you or Cody getting the win. Both of y'all are definitely the class during these road courses, class to field during these road courses. And we saw Cody early on able to get by you, and you couldn't really get by him. I know you tried the short pitch strategy to maybe get an advantage over Cody, but you still just couldn't quite get by him. Second place finish. I mean, what was your take on tonight's event?
Tonight was, it was pretty awesome. It was nice to get the pole, first pole of the year. Sucks I wasn't able to get the win, but it's all right. I'm not really running for the championship in this one anyway, so it's kind of just, kind of is what it is. Running for championship trucks, but it was nice to be out front, leading some laps in front of Cody. He's just a beast on these road courses, and I tried to pit one lap before he did, and I screwed up my out lap, and I knew once I was behind him, unless he screwed up, I knew I had no chance. And then with about 10 to go, I was just trying to make sure that I kept the 0x to try to get those bonus points.
Now, I know you have a little bit of a home court advantage here at this track. How did it feel to be racing at a track that, you live around the area? Have you raced here in real life before?
Oh, yeah, I love this track. I got real life laps on here, raced here last year on the, not the version that we just ran, but with the carousel, and it was a blast. I love this track. I've been going there ever since the early 90s just to go and watch NASCAR.
So do you think that real life experience might have helped you a little bit here?
Oh, for sure. It definitely, it just, the S's, that's where it helps the most, I think, and the blind corners.
Now, before we let you go, is there any sponsors or shout outs, Brian?
Oh, yeah, as always. I got to thank my beautiful wife for letting me do this. Got to give a shout out to you up in the booth. Do an awesome job. Everybody over at Intensity, just doing awesome. Everybody, all my teammates at YXU, awesome job. Cody getting the W. Will almost getting top 3 sweep. Got 4th. But holding it down. Had a little bit of trouble with Colin, but he just bought the track. So he didn't get too many practice laps. So good job for him. And then also, got to give a shout out to Rosenberger. He drove a hell of a job, or just kind of screwed up on pit strategy a little bit. But yeah, other than that, also Gil's Dump Truck Service and Pizzeria, the fastest dump trucks in the Northwest.
Awesome looking. Congratulations on the runner-up finisher tonight, Brian. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank you, you too.
Yep, thank you. And now we are going to pull in your winner from Cincinnati, Ohio. It's Cody Moore. Cody, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got you, buddy.
Awesome. Well, win number 3 for you tonight here at Sonoma. Coming into this race, you were definitely one of the 2 favorites. It was going to either be you or Nudie. Always great at these road courses. To quote Brian Nudie, he said this in his interview, you're a beast at these road courses. And you hit your marks all race long. I know you didn't start on the pole. You had to work to get by Brian Nudie, but you were able to make a good pass on him, and you got by him, and after that just led the rest of the way. Good pitch strategy, and 3rd win in this season. How does it feel?
It feels good. That was definitely probably the hardest race I've ran. Brian was really fast. I think he just had some issues with consistency. But those first, I don't know, it was like 6 or 7 laps of the race when we were right there. That was really, really fun. And like I said, I didn't think I had anything for him. I kind of messed up at the beginning there and lost him. And then I got past him on a mistake. And then luckily I think he had a bad out lap, and I was able to come out right in front of him in the pits. And I think it's so hard to pass clean here that I think that was kind of what decided it there. But Michael Rosenberger had some really good speed too. Eddie Morris was doing really well. Yeah, it was a fun race.
Now, it looks like we saw another great performance for YXU Racing. You got first. Brian Nudie got second. Will Witt finished fourth. How does having great teammates help you out, especially at a track like this?
Oh, I mean, it's everything. I put a post in the Discord a while back about, I think people undervalue their teammates, and yeah, it's, at YXU, it's kind of all about teammates first, and we'll race it on the last lap, and we all want each other to do really well. So yeah, it's definitely valuable. I mean, Brian, like I said, I picked up an entire second at this track just because of Brian, watching what he's doing and the way he's running the track. So yeah, it's really, really valuable.
Yeah, I mean, that mentality, it pays off. Y'all are currently running first in the team standings with a 181-point lead over second place Intensity Racing Team. Now, before we let you go, Cody, is there any sponsors or shout-outs?
Yeah, I want to thank my beautiful wife, Maggie. She's down with COVID right now, so hopefully she's feeling better. My kids, Papa Moore watching at home. Grandma Hagerman, Dustin Dean sucks. Atlee, you're the man broadcasting. I want to thank my teammates at YXU, Stephen Black for the paint, everyone at the Logan and Cody show. We just hit our 100th episode, so that's really exciting. I never thought we would get that far. Just want to thank everyone for listening in and all that stuff, and finding Stu and all that. It was a really traumatic time for the Logan and Cody show, but I think we're through it now, and we're on the right track. So we really want to thank all the millions of listeners that listen every week. But yeah, other than that, all jokes aside, I just want to thank everyone for running this league. Everyone's getting so much better. It's something I look forward to every week. So Atlee, thanks again, and over and out, I guess.
Love it. That's always what I've said at the end of these broadcasts. Again, congratulations on the win, Cody. Third win this season. Have a great rest of your night.
Thanks, man. You're the man.
Thank you. Well, that is going to do it for tonight's event. One more time, congratulations to Cody Moore for getting the win here tonight at Sonoma. And thank you to SCSRA, Dev Sports Cards for all their support of Intensity Broadcast and allowing us to broadcast these races. And I want to thank you, the viewer, for tuning in to watch tonight's event. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, as it would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to reach our goals of 2,500 followers on Facebook, 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and 1,000 followers on Twitch. Also, make sure to check us out on Twitter, Intensity Broad 1. We're always dropping polls and interacting with our viewers on there. And also, make sure to check out our merchandise store, IntensityBroadcasting.com. There you can find shirts, hats, mugs, mouse pads, stickers, photo paper posters, and more from your favorite broadcaster and all the amazing leagues that we broadcast. Make sure to check out the SCSRA collection and pick up an SCSRA shirt, SCSRA bubble-free stickers, or an SCSRA photo paper poster. I'm Atlee @ManUnleashed, and on behalf of the entire Intensity Broadcasting team, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Over and out.